happy full moon in Aries. I told myself I would try to get to at least the first 6 who need the sort of pre-message for the moon as it's rising, because I'm going to give myself all the time in the world to soak up this full moon rising and really do my, intentions and manifestations and joy and celebration. So this is going to be my final one for the night before the moon, and then all of you lucky folks tomorrow get the moons, and you'll get me with the moon tomorrow. So congrats to the signs that get to have a little early message, but we're going to see where our final one for tonight will be, because again, I just feel like you guys need the awareness as the moon rises. Scorpio, that's exciting. I love that. I love Scorpio. Happy full moon to you, Scorpio. I'm sending all the love in the world to you. Really, I am. I'm so excited to see what message we've got for you. Thank you, Spirit. What is our full moon message for Scorpio? Girl. This is amazing. Remember I put out that October overview message that was like, the deceptive path, do not take the deceptive path, do not take the deceptive path. The Scorpio, this is like the biggest thing ever for you. 111. I just think that Scorpio really understood that there was an opportunity. Like, I feel like I just felt this big energy of like, Scorpio is like, I'm not trying to lie. I'm not trying to get my way out of this. I'm not trying to be deceptive. I'm not trying to do anything. I just want to rely on my truth. I just want to fall back on what's true for me. And I feel like there's this big letting go energy, right? Big letting go of like all the pain that we cause ourselves when we are willing to be deceptive, when we're willing to be inauthentic or be untrue in nature. And it's huge for Scorpio under this Aries full moon to be falling back and resting on their truth. I get this kind of exoneration energy, right? Because the last Scorpio message had a lot to do with karmic justice and had a lot to do with the way the girlies wanted to paint you as the villain. But I think Scorpio knows what you have and haven't done in life, are and aren't responsible for. And so I feel like Scorpio's coming in cool, calm, and collected at this moon with this energy of just like, I'm just going to fall back on the truth because I know, and my trust and my faith in the higher power is that whatever deception was going on around me is about to be cleared up. I feel like this Aries full moon is about to come through for Scorpios because it's about to clear it up, like straight up. Oh, wow. Yeah, what's crossing Scorpio? We've got 6 of Cups, High Priestess, 10 of Wands. Beautiful. Beautiful. Wow. 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands. Like I said, Scorpio, I think there's also something to be said about usually Scorpio wants to go about manifesting things in this sort of brute force, try to manipulate your way through it, try to create it type of way. And I think Scorpio is is realizing something very honest, that if I want more of a soulmate energy instead of just karmic energy, a lot of that has to do with my High Priestess, has to do with the part of me that has the higher vision, the non-physical version of me. And the weight of that, making it happen, the manifestation of that really comes more naturally than it does by me trying to do all this work. It's also, I hear Scorpio, for the real connected union 4 of Wands energy that you want to feel, with yourself, with others, internally, whatever it may be. I think you want it to be a lot more natural. I don't think Scorpio wants to feel like they're doing all the work to fucking to come into contact with the things that feel like they're for them. I think Scorpio is learning finally through this moon to let it rest, because if I'm the only one putting in the effort, I'm hearing for Scorpio all the time, instead of letting some of these other things that are supposed to be for me also match my energy, because it's huge. I feel like with the Aries full moon, Scorpio is trying to come into alignment with the things that match its energy organically, instead of always feeling like, I know what I can put in, I know what I can do, I know what I can cause, I know what I can get off the ground, I know I can bring anybody to me, I know I can draw anything to me. But I think Scorpio's High Priestess is really trying to guide it to allow this thing to come to you, because I think there was this wound, there was this wounding that made Scorpio feel once upon a time that like, you're not desirable, and that's why you have to work so hard to be magnetic, right? That like people won't put in effort for you. But I believe that Scorpio, I'm hearing, if they wanted to, they would. That's what I'm hearing with Scorpio. And I think Scorpio's testing that out under this full moon. You know what? If they really wanted to, they would. And I think there are certain things that you're letting lie right now just to test to see if the things that are in front of you really have that soul resonance, that soul vibration, and are really meant for you, because they would. And I think that's been proven to you. You see it in other people. When you look around, it's like, yeah, but I agree. Like, sometimes people who really just want something just do it. That's all that there is. And I think people can make excuses with you, Scorpio, as to why they aren't going as hard in the relationship as you, or aren't committed to the project or the business as much as you are, or aren't committed to growing with you in the same way that you are. But finally, I feel like with this moon, Scorpio, if you allow it, the full moon's about to bring you and reflect you and show you the fucking bracket of people, places, and things that do want you and would work to come into you, right? So it's not all about how you can magnetically draw them in, but there are people who should be wanting to will their way into Scorpio's life just as much. Beautiful energy. Beautiful energy for Scorpio. Because I think Scorpio's getting tired of being played and called out. Like, you always making things happen. You always doing too much. You always trying to bring stuff to you. Da, da, da. And, you know, we want to feel that reciprocity. And so this is that opportunity for you to fall back, you know, and see what arises with this moon. Yeah, okay, so at the bottom for Scorpio, we've got 2 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 6 of Rods, the Tower. This is huge. Because what I'm seeing with this, Scorpio, is you're trying to vet something out right now because you have a victory that's coming. So this moon means you're about to achieve something, right? And I think you're about this achievement that Scorpio is going to get awarded under this moon is going to show you who's really rocking with you. Because again, remember, note how to pay attention to how people feel and how people treat you when you're at the top. When your situation transforms for the better, when everything works out. Like, I feel like Scorpio's like telling people in their life, like, hey, this actually just took a miraculous turn and actually worked out for me. And they're like bitter about it. You know, when we talk about people who it's like, it doesn't really matter what you were going to say to them. They're committed to the bit. They're committed to being bitter. They're committed to be like, they were going to be, you know, when you talk to people and you have good news to share with them and they want to bring you down and you realize after talking to them, like, it seems like you were just committed to bringing me down. Because I think Scorpios, like, I think Scorpios are around some people, places, and things right now that don't actually want to see you up. Because I think Scorpio was in the hot seat and was given this villain role and was trying to be scapegoated, witch hunted, all of the above. I think in your life, people were trying to paint you as the bad guy. And I'm getting with this full moon, you're being exonerated from that. I'm seeing that your name is being cleared and you're taking note of who's fucking excited and who's not. Who's fucking thrilled for you and who's really not. Because that's really going to be telling because you're about to transform under this full moon, Scorpio. And I think that it's going to help you once and for all get rid of energies that don't never deserve a place in your life. Because you're realizing, actually, you only liked me while I was in this posture, in this identity, in this broke back space. And when I really exonerated myself from that, when I liberated myself from that, or maybe my name has even been cleared from some of these accusations, you guys don't seem to be as excited as I am. When I actually achieve my goal, it doesn't seem like you're as excited as I am. Interesting, Scorpio. This is a beautiful message. It's going to show you how like Scorpio, you're magnetic, but you deserve something that also wills. You're a deeply divine feminine energy, right? So you're going to draw whatever you want to you, but it also means the equal and opposite force that you need something that's willing to come towards you as well, right? And I think you needed this display, whatever it is, for light and for dark under the full moon, because the root of what it is like, as soon as you get cleared and it's actually surprise victory for Scorpio, it's a Tower. And I think Scorpio's getting tired of that, tired of keeping a company around them that's like, every time it's a surprise victory for me, every time I find my way out of some shit, you bitches seem to, your happiness level goes down. It seems like you're bummed out. Interesting. Right, because in the recent past, Scorpio was like, I know what I have and haven't done. I know who I am. I know that, like, the goals that I'm working towards them because they're a part of my spiritual truth. Like, again, this is like achieving huge feats that are you were motivated to go up against them, against all odds, because they're true for you. Like, this is like, if I know I'm supposed to have a house in my life, if I know I'm supposed to be married in my life, I'm working hard at that because I'm supposed to have it. And again, I think you were dealing with attracting these people, places, things, partners, right? These people that are in your orbit, Scorpio, that don't understand that, like, the reason you're going this hard for it is because it was for you. Because, yeah, you're motivated by the divine. You're motivated by your natural truth to go after these things. And again, like I said, I just feel like what's manifesting under this moon is a surprise victory that people did not see coming for Scorpio. In fact, they counted you out. They were, Scorpio's not coming back from that. Scorpio's not coming back from that. I think I did them good. And then you don't. And the reason the divine is going to liberate you is because you need the rose tinted glasses to come up. You need to see this clearly. You need to see that, like, when I got myself out of that pinch via the divine, no thanks to you bitches. It's tears. It's sad. Interesting. Because again, you're realizing who's really for you and how it should really feel. You're realizing what equal give and take is through what I feel like is a less than exciting realization that the people around you may not be Girls, I'm telling you. They're going to hate to see it. They're going to hate to see you as the Queen of Pentacles. I think that's the plot twist that they're going to hate to see with this Aries full moon. Is that nothing can, Scorpio is like the greatest manifester in the zodiac. Like, no questions asked. Because they don't just use light forces. They use dark forces to manifest too, babes. They use the whole spectrum. So they can bring some crazy shit physically into this world. No question about it. And I think that the thing is like, I don't think these people wanted to see you as the person that's in your Queen of Pentacles, as the person that's in their energy. I don't think they did, because you manifested that. And I just feel like your high priestess was trying to tell you to fall back instead of doing what you usually do, which is doing all the work to assemble all the soulmates. Like, everybody knows the Scorpio is going to be the one to come on strong. If they like you, they're coming on to you. They're going to let you know. You can't escape a Scorpio. So I think a lot of people were playing you in the past because a lot of people that were misaligned for you, who wanted that energy for themselves to boost their ego, to boost the platitudes of their bullshit, right? They wanted that from you, but you're really about your bag. You're really about what's for you, and you really don't do the deceptive bullshit lying anyways. And so when you took that guidance that we talked about at the top of October that says the deceptive path leads to destruction, you were like, you're right. So what I'm going to do is I'm not even going to try. I'm going to see who's really coming for me 11/11. And then here comes God right at this fucking eclipse, exonerating you, really giving you a victory that, like, we pulled that off, team. And when you look around at your team, somehow they're not super thrilled. Somehow nobody's doing backflips like you. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Because they tried to paint you as a villain. I told you karmic justice was coming. Right? Because I feel like, Scorpio, you're realizing that all of this five of, I feel like, and Scorpio, you're right where you want to be. You're in the middle of the fucking chaos, because that's your energy. That's your underground energy. But I just feel like people did not expect this wheel to be turning for you, and it literally turns the head of all the people that are just trying to keep you from manifesting straightforward, right? They're trying to make you, because I just get that Scorpio has been using precious manifesting power that should have gone towards this Eight of Pentacles that you're trying to build, right? Your truth, the things you know are for you, the partnerships, the housing, the job, the public identity, everything you want for yourself. And I feel like these people have been trying to keep all of your manifesting power to go towards them, because for whatever reason, I guess they probably can't even do it themselves. That's probably why they need Scorpio's underground power. But I'm just getting that Spirit's like, babe, the whole point of you basically outing these people right now is fake supporters, fake followers, not good for you, not really ever really wanting anything. They're not really aligned to you. They just wanted your scorpionic power. It's coming out because when this wheel turns, again, I think Spirit's just trying to get you to protect your investment, Scorpio. Oh my, as I said, Spirit's trying to get you to protect your investment. This is a foundation you built on your own, Scorpio. And if anyone is going to be sharing in that you allowed to share in that, you need to understand, first and foremost, they need to match that at the least. There is no more of this Scorpio doing all the heavy lifting and also taking on the villain role and also being the one that's going to have to fix whatever goes wrong. And like, there's no more you covering the whole fucking bill. Yes, you're strong. Yes, you're deeply magnetic. Yes, things come to you. Yes, you want what you want and you have a strong pulse on what's for you spiritually. But bitch, you need somebody who can do the same. You need to be building with people who can do the same. Right? You got yourself to the Bachelor, then why am I dealing with fucking frauds and 50, right? Like, I got myself my own foundation on my own, because I feel like Scorpio is about to achieve their own foundation and nobody helped you with it. Mostly because when I left you at the Libra eclipse, it was looking like people wanted you to die. They wanted you to go down and take all their sins with it. And for you to come out and actually have just kept going to work, kept grinding, because you knew what was true and what wasn't true. Scorpio's gonna, like, listen, if Scorpio did some fucked up shit, they're not a fake bitch. It's not giving Gemini energy, right? Scorpio's gonna be like, yeah, I said it. Yeah, I don't fuck with you, right? Scorpio's gonna stand by it. If they really did some shit, they know. So you knew what you didn't do, and you still, so because you knew what you didn't do, and so all that extra fabrication on top of that, you didn't even let penetrate you. You, in the respect, you just got to work, because that's who you really are. You were always just trying to get to work. You weren't trying to play no fucking nefarious games. You really aren't trying to fucking fuck with nobody else. So now you've achieved this foundation, right? Scorpio, by yourself, independently. You did it yourself. You achieved some goal of stability, some empire on your own. And I think that once you do that, again, because these clocks that were around you didn't even, first of all, they've been using you for your own energy, trying to get them things that they can't even draw into themselves. But also the thing that hurt the most is, like, when you achieve this victory, their world falls apart. Like, it's like, It's like you get a house, Scorpio, and somebody's like, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do now? Like, what? Like, it's just like the type of thing that isn't, it's like, doesn't even make sense. It's like, this is an objectively good thing for me. And it's like the peanut gallery that you keep around you that has never been up to par. And that was also the reason they were sacrificing you and all this karma that you've been taking on that doesn't even belong to you. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's like, what, girl? It's getting blasted out. It's get all of this. This Aries fucking full moon is about to give us the illumination that we really needed. Because I feel like right before we go into Scorpio season, you need to know if you got some fucking sorry ass third party energy, right? This fourth cup that comes in from God that just feels like it illuminates everything, right? That shows you how ain't shit the company that you're fucking keeping right now really was meant to show you that, like, oh yeah, like, I'm glad that I did all that work on myself to strengthen my attractive abilities, right? My ability to create, to manifest, and do all the things that are Scorpio. But at the same time, it didn't mean that I was supposed to do both parts. It didn't mean I was supposed to put in their effort too. It meant that I was supposed to stand strong in mine, and someone should be matching that. And I can let go of any allegiances I have to other people, places, or things that, again, don't actually match that. Like, because at the end of the day, I can't do your part too, babe. We can't have Scorpio playing the good guy and the villain and the fucking, yeah, you can't operate the whole play by yourself. You can play whatever role you gotta play, and you've done that, and you've taken responsibility for that. And I feel like I said, you've learned to rest on your truth. You've learned to stand in the truth of what you have and have not done. You've learned you clearly don't try to avoid justice. And you also have things you want to build. Scorpio's not out here just trying to do drama for nothing. Like, if Scorpio has beef, they're going to deal with it. But again, it's not for no reason. It's because it's in the way of the things that they know they're meant to build. So yeah, you may have had to play the villain in somebody's story, but again, at the end of the day, this is looking like bitches who are trying to be in your story, trying to eat off your plate, and for what? To not even be happy for you when you achieve incredible feats against all odds? No. Never. There it is, exactly. Because in your fear space, this is what you feared. That you might have been deceiving yourself, right? Because there's nothing more the Scorpio hates than lies. Scorpios, don't come over here with the lies. Don't come over here with the deception. Don't do that. Don't fucking lie to me, right? And I feel like something that has to do with the partners you chose. I think this is hitting you personally. This is the reason you fell back, right? We started with the Four of Swords. You fell back because I think you are trying to audit a partner you chose, right? You're trying to look at a commitment you made. Something that because I think you told the partner, I'm picking you because I feel like you're a soulmate. I think your partner was picking you for some fucking other nefarious reasons. I think your partner was like, yeah, I think you're a soulmate too. And that's what sucked. Because maybe you were deceiving yourself because you just hadn't learned about yourself enough. Or you were learning you were learning through this partner, like, how to see through deceptive energy, right? But you were genuinely at some point thinking like this person was for you. And I feel like I'm just getting this energy of like your worst fear is that like the person and people that you invest in are actually like not being honest with you, not being straight up with you. And I feel like when you come into your King of Swords, when you, through this experience, when you learn to see through the bullshit and cut through the bullshit, you actually know what's attractive to you. Because I don't think it's going to be the same thing that was attractive to you. I swear to God, Scorpio, what was once attractive to you is no longer. That should be the title of this fucking reading. Post the Aries eclipse, like, because of everything you had to put on your back, what once was the shit for you is not the shit anymore. It's not even the fart, right? Because like at the end of the day, like if it's all coded in deception, it all had to do with people trying to pull one over on you and being disingenuous with their feelings, because the last thing you are is disingenuous. You may be learning through the cycles you got to learn through. You may make mistakes and you own those. You don't care. You come from the fucking underground. You don't care. You're the 8th house. You own the taboo. But at least you were genuine in your feelings. And I think when you deal with, or when the universe tries to illuminate, because that's what I get with this sun energy, is it's like trying to illuminate for you that something isn't is not as sincere as you are being. I think that's all Scorpio needed to light that fucking fire. Because again, for Scorpio, of course you'd be getting tower energy, right? I see Judgment. But of course you'd be getting tower energy with the full moon in Aries, right? Because that's the whole point. The whole point. Oh my God, Scorpio. The Hierophant. You are about to go forward and be able to create the whole world in your hands, because you are realizing that you obviously have never opted into duality, because if you did, people would probably put you as the bad guy, the darkness, the night, right? So you already don't opt into duality, but I have this feeling that this process vets you as the Hierophant. This teaches you to trust your spiritual gut, because I think that these partnerships that you were going into as well, things that you were building your life on top of, were also trying to get you to walk away from like how spiritual you are, like how spirited you really feel like. Because I think the only place you would have seen these red flags would have been in your spirit. And I think spirit gave you this miraculous turnaround, exoneration story of cleared ass story, so that you could see that a lot of these people were fucking with you spiritually. And that's where it was the problem was, because as long as they could keep you distracted on the fucking the sex, love, drug, and money, whatever, the fucking third dimension, as long as they could keep you distracted, you didn't have to see how much they were taking from you and robbing from your Hierophant energy, right? And so the good thing that I see with this is like the blasting out of this, the expose of that deceptive energy, and even the crumbling that may inevitably fall, the calamity that may be falling. It's a fight that you're excited to have with somebody, because you know in the end it's going to result in you fucking saying, don't ever play with my spirit again. And because of these karmics, because of this karmic situation, because of what issues have arisen from Scorpio, people trying to put you down, trying to put you in a grave, trying to make you be responsible for stuff you're not responsible for. And then obviously the universe clears that up, because we're in Libra season. You can't take, you even if you wanted to take the blame for something, if you didn't do it, you didn't do it. So at the end of the day, even if people wanted you to take the rap for them and that's what you're used to doing because you're like, whatever, that's my reputation anyways, you can't. And it's illuminating you that Scorpio, even you deserve way better partners than what you were getting with this. Because again, you've somehow built your own foundation with your own pentacle energy just by getting to work. And now that that's here, the girlies always have issues with it. They always have problems with it. They always want to be like, oh, you achieved something? Oh, that worked out? Like, I'm talking, like, I just feel like Scorpio had these paramount issues that they didn't know how to get out of. And it's like birds to feather flock together. They can't wait to be around you when things are dysfunctional and don't make sense and you're living in confusion, right? People love to be around Scorpio when they're confused. But when Scorpio's straightened out and is fucking building businesses, doing their thing, getting the fucking bag, getting the foundation, leveling up, I don't think people have a taste for you. And I think Spirit wants you to get used to yourself in this new light where it's like, actually, I'm not just the person that's like the darkness and the shadows and can't see and doesn't have the clarity. Like, at the end of the day, my truth is the most important thing to me, even if it comes with a little bit of taboo, right? And so you're learning that the quality of people that needs to be around you needs to reflect just how truthful of a person you really are, just how in your integrity you always were, right? Because you may be doing something taboo, but you're not lying about it. You get what I'm saying? You could be doing sex work, but you're not lying about it. It's true for you. You get what I'm saying? And I think the only time that we get back negative karma has to do when we're out of our integrity. And Scorpio's been in the right place doing the right things. Period. That's what it looks like to me, because you end as the Hierophant. You were always right. You were always telling the truth. And I think I think the funny thing is the people who are actually guilty that put this shit on you are the ones that were, that's what I'm saying. Scorpio's about to show that by doing nothing at all, by doing nothing but falling back. Literally. You fell back and let your truth speak. Boom. Aries full moon eclipse. I mean, the respect that's going to, a Hierophant, the respect that's going to have to be on your name because you're a fucking Hierophant. So I feel bad for these jokesters. I do. Because Scorpio's realizing, yeah, I know. Everybody knows I'm intense. Everybody knows I go for what I want. Everybody knows I'm gonna draw it right in. But at the end of the day, like this Shamil, the way these people try to play me as a clown, lets me know I'll never go for some stuff like this again. And yeah, it may have been my worst fear, but I faced it now. And I'm coming out as the Hierophant because I know the most important thing is to be spiritually true to me. Point blank, period. Because I did all this for myself anyways. So what do I have to be scared of? Absolutely nothing. So I really love that for you, Scorpio. I'm so glad that we got your message in before the eclipse. I'm super excited for you to share, to be hearing insight about how Scorpio placements and energy are going through this. Because this is a big like plot twist. Like I feel like I said, like you were guided that if you're telling the truth, just know that the truth always surfaces. And I just feel like Scorpio is the part of us that's like, Scorpio was telling the truth. Like whatever you tried to pin on them, they were telling the truth about it. And it rose to the top, and now you're dealing with the fallout of that. You literally are. I just want to do one of these because I'm really curious. This is like super interesting for you, Scorpio. I love your energy. I love your energy, Scorpio. Dreams, dreams, dreams. Let me see. I love it for you, Scorpio. I love it for you. Let me get you. Here we go. Sugar Light. When Sugar Light appears as your ally, it is calling you to place your trust in divine purpose and follow your heart's dream. Is that not exactly what we were talking about? Don't worry about what they're trying to pin on you. Just keep worrying about your dreams, because if you know it's not true either way, just focus on your dreams, because now you've built your dream and you're about to get your name cleared. You were given your desires as signal lights on your path. If you have a desire to do something other than what you are doing, follow your inner guidance and find a way to explore your dream. Every event that occurs in your life is a creation that allows you to take a step forward on your path. When you follow your heart's dreams, you will always have the motivation and drive to follow your innermost heart on your path. This is not to say that you should quit your job today and move out of town. Of course, it seems appropriate. Of course, if it seems appropriate, follow it. But if you open your heart and your life to make room for your dream to take root, the universe will send the appropriate experiences and opportunities your way. If you start doing what you love in small ways today, you signal to the divine that you are prepared to take action upon your dreams. This is coming in and affecting your crown chakra, and the affirmation is, I follow my dreams to the highest good. And that's kind of exactly what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's what I can and can't control. There's what people have accused me of and have said about my character or whatever. But at the end of the day, instead of entertaining that, I come to this space, right? I still follow my dreams and I still plant them, because nobody can take that from you. And I feel like Scorpio represents that. Like, Scorpio just kept, like, no matter what over this month people have tried to pin on you and make you focus on, you stayed focused on your dream. And now the Aries full moon gives you your dream at that, and it also exonerates the truth. This is like a double whammy. It's a double whammy. Like, I don't think the girls are going to be happy about this one at all for you, Scorpio, because not only were they lying on you, but they also wanted you to have nothing, and you refused to let them even do that. So I'm really excited for you, because now what can they say when your dream comes true and it's all on you? It's all because you just kept following them and you didn't listen to the girls' guidance to give it up. You actually did it. You actually went forward and just continued to plow and because you believed you could have them, and because you know the universe responds to dreams. So this is a huge, I'm really excited. I just think the biggest plot twists are coming from Scorpio, and I've been excited to see you in your full power for your season. It's about to be beautiful. I'm just so excited for you. So congratulations, Scorpio. And I just think you're coming into the age of the Aquarian as the truest fucking version of you. Like, I just feel like Scorpios are so fortified to fucking go hard in the Scorpionic shit that they do. So congratulations to you, and I just look forward to your future in the highest regard. All my love. Happy full moon in Aries.